Yo, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a story on what happened to me and my right hand man yesterday with Jump Out Boys. Yesterday my right hand man come over. So we go to the car, we talking about the car and shit, I'm telling him about the strobe. So we fuck with the switches down there, cut a little bit, and get the strobes going. You know, we finally get them to get fire and get the strobes going. Okay, you know, we sitting there chilling, watching the strobe light. The women at the halfway house, they happen to see, looking like, damn, boy, you got lights in that car? You know, you got lights flash down. That's pretty cool. You know, so just as I'm about to pull out my phone and get, you know, start recording for the channel to post it up here on the channel, my right-hand man finna pull out his phone and take a couple pictures and whatnot. Jump Out Boys slide up on us. They jump out the Vic. First set of Jump Out Boys. The Vic came second. The first set of Jump Out Boys jumped out of Tahoe 4 deep. Then the second set of Jump Out Boys come up in the Vic, jump out 3 deep. You know, so they asking us about the car and everything. I'm like, I mean, you know, this is my car. You know, I bought it, had the license stuff. You know, I'm like, it ain't like we, you know, the car is like the car, what the car doing now, sitting. You know, just had the lights flashing, you know, just seeing how it all look, you know, seeing how bright it is and everything, you know, shit like that, right? So they pull up and they giving us a hard time, you know, so they asked us for ID and whatnot. I'm like, you know, I give them my ID, you know, they asked my right man for his ID, he give him his ID. And they come back and they say, oh, these kids clean, you know, they ain't doing nothing wrong. These kids clean. So the whole thing is they basically gave us a hard time because I got an old squad with the lights flashing. I'm not really bothering nobody. It ain't like I'm driving down the street with them flashing. And you know, so it's like, damn, what you giving me the hard time about, though? It's like y'all out here 7 deep for what? And then nobody call y'all just ride, man, and y'all being like, we just playing with the car, man, in our business. You know, it ain't nothing serious. You know, so they just basically telling me, you know, you're not really supposed to have them. Like, look, it's legal, I can have them, you know, just not have them on while I'm driving and whatnot. But, you know, just to keep them from giving me more shit about it, I won't turn these motherfuckers on no more, you know, because these detectives, I looked on their vest, the patch said 9th District. What the hell is 9th District officers doing over here in the 15th District? I understand Jump Out Boys, they can go anywhere in the city. But down the 9th District is down there downtown. You know, that's you in a nice area. What you come over here to the hood for? The fucked up area. What you all the way over here for? You know, 15 district officers, they ain't really say shit. You know, all they was just asking, you know, did we have any warrants? Was there any drugs in the car? Did we have any drugs or weapons? That's all 15 district was asking. We ain't got none of that. They ain't give us a hard time. They ain't give us shit about it. Okay, they was cool. So it's like, you know, 9th District officers was the one that was the ones that jumped out the Tahoe 4 deep was the ones that were giving us the most shit about it. You know, 9th District is on Hosted in 31st. You down there, you at the beginning side of you at the beginning of the south side, and you down there downtown. What you doing all the way on the west side in the hood? You know, and you giving us shit about the lights. Like, come on now, come on, like, really gone. But, you know, 15 district officers, them Jump Out Boys, they weren't giving us a hard time. You know, they just told me, you know, you just know not, you right, you have, and you just can't be riding with them on and whatnot. So I'm like, cool, that's understandable. You know, I never rode with the lights on. You know, I'm not trying to impersonate no officer. But they was just giving us a hard time about it, which, you know, either way, they let us go and they told us, you know, just be safe and whatnot and this and that. Even the dope fiends had walked past. And it's like, damn, that's nice as hell. That's raw as hell. You know, everybody saying that's raw as hell except for these 9th District tactical gang unit, probably tactical officers, you know, because over there ain't no real major gangs over there. You know, whatever these jump out boys was, you know, they were just giving us a hard time for it. So it's like I wasn't gonna trip. And then they asked for consent to search the car. I told them, go right on ahead, search the car. Just put everything back where it's supposed to be. They asked me, I have anything I'm not supposed to have. They go to 2 hood counts I got. I told them, nope. I said, unless I'm not supposed to have no tools. And I said, unless I'm not supposed to have any tools and whatnot, right? You know, they like, oh no, you can have tools and stuff like that. So it's like, they was kind of giving me hell about it. And they was giving me a little hard time about it. I think they just don't want, you know, they won't want to see nobody with the kind of cars that they used to drive or they drive or whatnot. But I don't care. You sell these cars to the public, I'm gonna buy one. If officers don't want nobody to have these cars but them, don't sell them to the public. And if you don't want them to have lights, make sure, you know, be in talk to other departments. Had them take all the lights out. Cause when I really got this car, fellas, it had the lights up here on the front, on the top. It still had the cage, the hardback seat, which I had to take the back seat out of another car. It still had the hardback seat. It still had the cage, the lights on the inside, because this was a slick top from Ohio. Still had the lights on the inside. So it's like, you give me a hard time about it still had everything that the police used. The only thing it didn't have was the laptop and the laptop mount. Now, Ohio took that out, but they left the lights in here. Excuse me about that. They left the lights, the cage, and the whole little 9 yards that they left in here. So basically, you could have I could have just bought this car and just could have left it like it was. But I didn't do that because I know better. And it's a rainy Sunday. And I didn't leave it like that. Because I know I couldn't keep that hard seat in the cage in here and have my baby in there. As y'all seen, my baby been in my car, her car seat back there. So it's like, I knew I could not leave that in there. All that gear, that stuff in there. Wasn't nothing but the door trim in the trunk. But yeah, it's like they left everything in the car. I had to take all that out. If I had thought about the dash camera, I would have still had the dash camera mounted right here and used that for insurance purposes. Why is you washing a car and it's gonna run and then it's wet? Why is you putting tight? People do the most craziest thing. I guess you're an old man. You say you ain't really got nothing. You're a dope fiend. You just got the blowing shit out your nose. But yeah, it's like, they gave a little hard time about it. I ain't gonna trip. It is what it is. They gonna do what they gonna do. But so when police some of these police be tripping. Not all officers are bad, and not all officers gonna trip, but these was tripping. So You know, just continue to let them trip about the lights and stuff like that. And I be over there in the 9th district, but I don't ever turn the lights on. You know. Now, that's one thing I'm not gonna do is turn them on while driving, cause I know that's a big no-no. You go to jail. Fuck a ticket, you going to jail. But yeah, it's like I think they were just bored and just wanted something to do. The reason why they jumped out fucking with us. But like I said, I ain't on trip. They was just doing what they want to do. Ain't none of us, ain't me and my right hand man, we ain't had nothing dirty on them. Well, my right hand man had a gun, but he got concealed carry. He got his gun license and concealed carry. So when he told him that he had a gun, he told him, yeah, but I got my paperwork, I got my concealed carry. So they couldn't do nothing about that, but all they did was take the gun and just run the serial number, make sure it wasn't stolen and whatnot. And then they just gave it back to him when they let us go and whatnot. So it was just them being some assholes. You know, so it is what it is. That's all for this video, fellas. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next video.